Well, let me introduce you to the family. First thing I do is let me wheel out the Brown family and I'll introduce you to them all. Come out, the lads. You'll find as we go along that a lot of the family in Mrs. Brown are also my own family, and I'll introduce them as... Starting with my daughter, Mrs. Brown's eldest daughter, played by Jennifer Gibney, Kathy Brown. Who in real life is my wife. I know. She gets a round of applause for that as well. Gets very weird at home. Who's your mammy? Who's your mammy? Very weird. Her next door neighbour and her only confidant, and played by a wonderful actress who I absolutely adore because she's also my sister. Winnie McGugan, played by Eilish O'Carroll. Mrs. Brown's third eldest son, and he's the kind of the lovable rogue of the family. Every family has one. And this is ours. Will you welcome me? Played by Paddy Houlihan, Dermot Brown. Next we have Dermot's girlfriend. Well, we'll see. She's a beautiful actress, and I should know because she's my daughter. Her name is Maria Nicholson for the moment. She will be Maria Brown, I hope, at some stage in the series if she behaves herself. Will you welcome, please, Fiona O'Carroll. This is Betty Brown, Mrs. Brown's sister, daughter-in-law. We have an on-off relationship. We kind of don't really get on, mainly because she doesn't like Mrs. Brown, and the other reason is that Mrs. Brown thinks that no girl is good enough for her sons, especially fucking that one. It's brilliantly played by Amanda Woods. Starting to get some crossovers now. Amanda in real life is also my daughter-in-law. I know. No, don't clap for that. Fuck, she gets nothing for that. This is Mrs. Brown's eldest son. He's the rock. He's the rock of her life. He's Mr. Sensible and bore the whole off you. He's married to Betty, and I'm sure, well, anyway, he's played by Pepsi Shields. This is Buster Brady, Dermot Brown's best friend. He's a lovable rogue. He hasn't had a job ever, but he seems to manage to survive. He could take the eye out of your head and come back for the fucking eyelash. Played by Danny O'Carroll, who in real life is my son. Next up is Mrs. Brown's delicate son. Her gentle son. God knows she doesn't know what the fuck is wrong with him. But she hopes it's a cure. Playing Rory Brown, Rory Cowan. And then we have Rory's best friend. He came to us all the way from the high road. He's working with us about 10 years now. He's a fabulous actor, playing Dean O'Doyle, Gary Hollywood. They're very close. Mrs. Brown is a widow. Her husband died and left her with 6 children and his father. This is the bastard. She has to look after him, and she absolutely adores him. That's why she beats him up. This is Grandad Brown, played by Dermot Bugsy O'Neill. And that's all you're going to see tonight. So listen and sit back, relax, fasten your seatbelt, and enjoy the show. Let's go.